All right, welcome back. It's time for a local on 2 sound check. Some might say she's old school, but a local singer-songwriter is using ingenious techniques to build her fan base.
Yes, she used restored iPod shuffles. Who remembers those? Selling out her debut album in just 19 seconds. Incredible. Welcome, Marielle Kraft.
Thank you.
We love this idea. I love seeing you also like put it in your hair as a barrette or clip it here and there. It's so fun. I mean, how'd you come up with it?
Well, one of the words for the album was tangible, and I was like, how do I make that tangible for people to experience immediately? And I needed a way to fund the vinyl records I wanted to print. As an independent artist, I needed the budget, so I was like, what's something fun I could do to get some capital ahead of time? So I kind of just remembered experiencing music for the first time as a kid was through the iPod. I was like, what if they still exist and could work? So I went on eBay and I bid for them for like 3 months. I collected 30 of them, 20 worked. And I restored them and put my album on them. And then I did a drop on my website and they sold out in 19 seconds. It was crazy.
Awesome. So cool. Well, let's talk more about that album, the overall message, and really what you hope listeners take away from it.
Yeah, for me, it's a journey of love and discovery and growth, and more than anything, like community. I want people to be able to connect both to themselves and to each other through the album.
Well, let's take a listen to it. Let's take a listen to The Right People Will Love You, and we'll chat on the other side.
They won't have conditions or ask you to change. They'll put on their shoes to walk beside you the whole way. Some might take some time, but they'll show up too. The right people will love you.
I love that. It's really beautiful, as is the message. And you say this is all about connecting with fans. I was watching you like go through people's iPod shuffles, and you're like, oh, okay, Garrett. Blah, blah. Did you happen to like run across anybody as you were clearing these or restoring them?
Well, like the people themselves who
Yeah,
owned
like were you
them?
able to connect with them?
Actually, yeah, there were a couple local ones in Nashville that I went to pick up, and I got to hear their story of, what am I going to hear on this album? And they were telling me about all their favorite music, and, we got to become, neighbors essentially through this process. Other ones were just random people on eBay, but I still got to get a glimpse into their lives when I uploaded it. I saw their whole catalog before I put mine on.
That's awesome.
Really cool.
You have been on your first national headlining tour, and you're about to close it up.
Yes.
What have been some of your favorite memories? Speaking of connecting with Bill, you're doing that in person. What have been, your top highlights?
Yeah, it's my first time ever going coast to coast with my full band, like headlining. It's been so amazing to meet people in cities I've never been to, like Phoenix, Detroit, like Salt Lake City, places I've never played, who have people who know my music and want to come see it. One specific memory happened in Washington, D.C. last week. I was playing my last song called 10 Times Better, and there was a proposal on stage during the song. It was so special. I'm like crying, everyone's crying, we're cheering, and it was just such a beautiful moment of like connection and community.
Yeah, and your shows really are like that. You get to hear these stories behind the songs a lot, right?
Absolutely. I think it's so important to like share who I am through it so people can find themselves in that story.
That's awesome. Okay, question. What were those songs that were first on your iPod shuffle back in the day?
Great question. My first CD was Metamorphosis by Hilary Duff, which
yes.
is timely because she's back.
I know, right?
She came right back around. So that was like my favorite album growing up. And then, of course, I love Taylor Swift, her debut album, Colby Calais' album. So all those like, early 2000s pop, like female singer-songwriters were huge influences for me.
I'm curious, now that you've done this, do you feel like you've set a bar where you have to do something really cool next time? And what would it be?
Yeah. That's a great question. Hopefully the inspiration will strike, but it was so fun to have this dawn on me and then get to execute it. And it brought a lot of new eyes in who felt nostalgia just through the posts when they went viral. They were like, I don't even know your music, but I remember the iPod, and now I'm going to look you up. So now I'll need to find something that's going to resonate just as deeply.
That's awesome. Well, we love your music and authenticity. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations, guys. Dive deeper into the music at mariellekraft.com, and you can find The Right People Will Love You streaming on all platforms.